What's going on, everybody? Delicious Detailing here. It has been a while since I've done a YouTube style video. Last time I did one was my introduction YouTube video, but a lot has gone on in the last couple months, and today's going to be kind of like a vlog style content. It's going to be a bit of a long video. This thing is an absolute beast.
I look rizzy.
But to start off in today's video, if you don't follow me on TikTok, you don't know this yet, but I did sell my detailing van about 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's been at this point, and obviously I've replaced that with something else, which I haven't made a video about here on YouTube, but I have on TikTok. So we're kind of going to go over that today first. I will take you outside. So this is my 2016 Duramax. This thing is an absolute beast. It is a Denali, and if you can't tell, this thing is rather large. I don't know if I can, I'm 5'9", and I could not see what is inside of my engine bay at all right now. Because of that, it is on a FTS 9-inch lift, and it is also rocking some 26 by 14 kg ones, and they are wrapped in 40-inch Nitto tires, which are ginormous. It also has some Cognito arms, as well as some rock lights and some other small little cool things here and there. But it is a Denali, so it is the top of the line. It's got all the nice stuff. And then obviously, if you guys couldn't tell, sitting next to the truck is the new trailer. The guy that I purchased this from did have this as a detailing rig before, so it did come with a lot of detailing stuff already, but I tore everything out of it, and I'm completely rebuilding the inside of this to make it like one of the most badass setups that I can make. I'm gonna try and open these doors, kind of stuck together with ice. But as you can tell, where those 4 brackets are on the ground is where would sit a 200-gallon water tank, which is inside, and I will show you guys that later. But we have put marine flooring down around the whole entire thing. It's really nice. It's about 1 inch thick. And we also noticed that the colors were like really trippy when they were matched. So we kind of made a checkered board out of them to make them not as trippy looking. Over there to the right is a water pump. And you got some storage up here. I'm going to be replacing this storage with different storage solutions. And then here hangs all of the reels that I've taken out for the moment. But to the far right will go a generator slide out, and then in the middle will be a Kranzel 1622 TS pressure washer. You got all of your Max Shine bottle holders, which I'm also going to be replacing. And then on this side, you got some Max Shine brush holders and whatnot. I'm going to show you the inside from the side door. So here's the back side, and this entire space is completely empty. There is so much room for activities in here. We also alternated the flooring toward the top, and it looks pretty cool up there. So I will be repainting the entire inside of it at some point. I had to fill in some holes, and the black that I put on was blacker than the black that it's already painted with. And then if you can't tell up here, there is a ton of space up here, a lot of space. There's 2 car batteries over to the left, and they actually, when they're plugged in, power all of the interior lighting and also the water pump as well. So yeah, that's the new setup. So currently with the trailer, I'm just waiting on a few more things to come in, like the generator slide out and the Kranzel pressure washer that all have been ordered. They just need to show up. I got to finish a couple things with the flooring, and then put everything back in, like the water tank, the reels, so on and so forth, and then it should be fully good and ready to go. And I think that should be done within the next couple days or so. And then again, when it comes to the truck is going to be lowered tomorrow. And again, that'll be on a 3.5-inch lift on brand new wheels and tires. And then I think I'm gonna get the truck wrapped, but that probably won't be until sometime this summer. There's a lot of rock chips and a lot of defects in the paint that's just simply not gonna come out with just a wet sand and polish. And to be honest with you, even if I did do that, to repaint all those areas would probably be more expensive than just wrapping the whole truck. There's more defects on it than you would even know to do it. Porter's finagling.
Oh, I'm having a tism, dude.
Oh, Porter's finagling with his hose. That didn't sound right. But yeah, other than that, I got a 3.5 hour drive today to go pick up these new wheels. So I have a buddy who doesn't have work today, and he's going to be with me in the car. So let's go pick him up. You guys know what else is really fun? Getting in this thing is just incredibly difficult. So I have a method, but it's gonna be kind of hard because it's gonna be slippery right here. But I usually just put this foot here, grab this door handle right here, and then hop on in. Just like that. We have just pulled up to the Feinscheid's house. He doesn't know we're vlogging today, so this should be fun.
Frick, gang, it's cold as heck. It is cold, bro. My hair's freezing.
You look like you just woke up.
Fresh out the shower.
Nice. Yeah, it's too cold for that. Oh, yeah. All right.
Oh, yeah.
So now the drive begins. About 3 hours from now is about how far it is. And probably do some videos like on the way there. Kind of talk about some more stuff. But yeah, let's get to it.
Do I look rizzy?
Rizzy? It is finally the next day. Sorry I didn't vlog too much while we were there. When we were getting the wheels yesterday, it was kind of busy in the shop. We literally were only there for like 5 minutes. It was cool. We met a guy named Zach. He's really, really nice. So if you guys need any of your wheels, Perfection Wheels is where I went. It's in Bloomington. Illinois, sorry. And they got a pretty nice shop. They got KGs. They got American Forces. They have JTXs. I think they have Liberty 4s, and they have Fuels and some of those other ones as well. Wheels, and then obviously they have a large range of tires, and they also do suspension work as well. But now we're back today in the shop, and I'll show you guys in a minute. The truck is on a lift, and we are taking the lift off of it today. We got our buddy Devin working on it right now. This thing looks extremely weird with no wheels on it, but all the suspension parts are right there, and they're all going in. Devin, OBS Devin, is working on everything, getting everything done on it. Should be done within 2 days is the hope, but like I said, this is a fully FTS lift with FTS suspension as well. It is a 7 to 9 inch lift, and we are replacing it with a 3.5 inch rough country lift. Yeah, and then these bad boys are looking a little hurt. So these front tires where there was rub, you can see these inner walls are just absolutely worn down a ton. I don't know how much you can see from the profile, but it literally just slopes on down. And that was kind of annoying driving on, but yeah, I'm gonna clean these guys up and post these for sale. But these things look they look bigger when they're not on a car for some reason. Not sure why that is.
Probably because it's lifted 9 inches.
Probably.
You said OBS Dev.
OBS Dev. So yeah, that's pretty much what we got in store today. I probably will start working on the trailer a little bit today. Not too terribly much. I'm still waiting on one thing to come in the mail, and that is my generator slide out that's coming from H2O. That should be here really any day now. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So lift kit's gonna go on. I guess I never showed you guys the new wheels that I got, so I guess I should do that. One sec. So right here are the new JTX wheels that are going on. These are a 24 by 12. I decided to get a 12 instead of a 14 just because I felt like I'm going to be towing with this thing, and I felt like it would just be a little bit easier. These are also wrapped in AMP 33 inch tires. And I feel like I was going to do a 35, but from some people that I talked to, they said that a 33 would be perfectly fine for towing, and it would still look clean, and there wouldn't be any rubbing issues, and I would be able to do full turns and stuff like that. So these JTX wheels are called CZAR. And this is a fairly new cut of wheel. I actually have not seen anybody with these wheels. When I was talking to Zach yesterday at Perfection, he said that cut of wheel from JTX came out sometime last summer. So they're a fairly new cut of wheel, but they are pretty sick. The spokes look like daggers, and it looks absolutely incredible. So those are gonna be going on the car when the new lift is on. The next part I'm gonna go to is gonna be me kind of working on the trailer today and kind of showing you guys what I got. So let's get right to that. As you guys can see, the flooring is all down, but what we got in store for today before we put everything back in is there are these seams all across, and they're just small ones, and then all around the edges. I'm going to take some black silicone and put those down all in the seams, anywhere that there is, just to fully make this thing waterproof, because the idea is that if anything gets dirty in here or anything like that, I should just be able to pressure wash everything and then it'll come right out the back of the trailer. So I want to fully waterproof everything. When I put the new fender on, there originally was black silicone all in these gaps, so I need to fill those gaps as well. But this thing is already completely screwed on. That's what we're gonna do now, and after that's done, everything is good to go and good to go back in. Alrighty, I'm gonna show you guys what we got done so far. I've caulked up everything. It looks a little bad, but it's not terrible. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's just flooring, but I just basically wanted all the cracks and stuff to be waterproofed, so I'll go ahead and show you. So here's all of the caulking. It looks really bad on camera, but it looks a lot less noticeable in person. There was a huge gap right here, so I had to fill it in with a lot. But this whole line right here looks pretty good. That corner was really bad as well. I'm also going to paint these baseboards at some point, so it should blend in a little bit more with the black caulking that's there. And then you can see any of the other spots. I didn't really care how it looked right here in between the four mounts, because the water tank's obviously going to be sitting right there, so you're not going to see it anyway. This is a little bit shoddy, but it is what it is. Again, like I said, just wanted it to be waterproof, so all these little gaps are filled in. So there shouldn't be any issues there, and if it really bugs me at some point in the future, I can always come back and shave some stuff off. But yep, it's all around. Every single crack pretty much has it in there, so this floor is completely down and glued. And then when I came to do the outside of the fender, I actually did quite a good job, so you can't really tell. Looks pretty good, but this whole gap is filled. And there was a pretty big gap right here that I had to use a little bit more than I wanted to, but it's fine. It's all covered and it's all good to go. Now I'll go inside and kind of show you guys progress on the truck so far. It's not finished. It's not going to be finished, and it's not going to be finished till tomorrow. Warning, it might be loud. Porter is running a buffer right now, but I'll kind of show you what the truck looks like so far. So we got a good amount of the lift already out, and it's over here. Predominantly the front part is all done. Devin's going pretty quick on most of this stuff. So the goal for today is to have pretty much everything taken off today, and then tomorrow he just has to come in and put everything on. The other thing I did while he was doing that is there was the side steps that were right here. Those side steps were extremely necessary for me to have on because it was on a 9-inch lift on 40s and I could not get in the car without that. So I took those off, and those are sitting over there up against the wall right now at the moment. Well, I will say it does make the truck look a lot different with those off, and it looks way better. So I'm glad I took those off. I won't need those when this is on a 3.5-inch lift. Besides that, we made a couple runs. I need new ball joints and I need new bushings. So I had to order those, and those aren't going to be done today or tomorrow. Porter needs those done on his truck as well. So Devin is going to come back some point when those things come in the mail, and then he'll do it on both of our trucks when they need it. But if you guys see here, this bushing is like completely cooked, and also this piece was on here as well, and there is just no bushing at all. They just said fuck it and didn't put a bushing on there at all. So that's nice. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I'm gonna let the caulking and everything in the trailer completely dry, and I'll come back to it tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna put the water tank in, I'm gonna put the reels in, and I'm gonna figure out how I want to put the Kranzel pressure washer in. Originally I said I was gonna put the Kranzel pressure washer on the right side, or on the middle of the back side. but I might just tuck it away in the back behind the storage because I don't really need to see it. It doesn't really need to be there, and it kind of takes up space right there. So I might put it up above the shelving tomorrow, but we'll kind of see about that. So I will see you guys tomorrow. We're back. It's actually Saturday. We ran into some issues yesterday. We were putting on the lift kit. Lift kit took 2 days to put on. So we started on Thursday and we ended Friday night. And then as I was leaving the shop yesterday, I ran to Home Depot and immediately heard rubbing. And I thought it was the bumper, but it actually turned out to be the fender liner. So today we took an angle grinder and we cut all of that out. Now the truck doesn't rub anymore. It got full clearance in the front and in the back, and it looks pretty mint. So let's take a peek at it. As you can tell, it is substantially shorter. I can actually see into my engine bay now, which is really nice. So this did get dropped down to a 3.5-inch lift. I also shrunk the wheel size down quite a bit. This is a 24x12 now, and it doesn't have as much poke as it used to with the 14 wides, but it still has a little bit of poke. It looks okay, but I need it to be somewhat practical for towing because it will be a work truck. And then it's also sitting on some 33-inch amp tires. So these are JTX forged wheels. These wheels are called SAR wheels, CZAR, I believe is how you spell it. But these wheels came out sometime last summer, so it's a relatively new cut of wheel, and I absolutely love how these look. I mean, each of these blades just look like daggers. They look exactly like blades. Another thing that I will be doing to these wheels at some point, which you guys might find corny or not, I don't really give a shit. I'm gonna get floating caps for both, all 4 of the wheels, but they're gonna be 2 different floating caps. 2 pairs of the floating caps are going to have the Delicious Detailing logo on it, and then the other 2 floating caps are gonna have CPR's logo on it because those are both of my brands. And this truck will be used for marketing, obviously, but it's also my brand and my business, and I'm gonna be driving around with it, so I'd like people to see it, and I think that'd be pretty cool. Other than that, that's pretty much it. There's not really much else to do with the truck. I've listed the wheels for sale, and I've listed the lift kit for sale, so it's about like $10,000 worth of parts and wheels combined. So once one of those sells, I know some people are probably gonna comment, get it paint matched, get this done, get that done. Well, it'll be kind of hard to see on camera, especially because it's dirty, but there are a ton of rock chips all up and around the car, and there are some parts here, like on the bumper, you might be able to see it, but it looks like somebody literally took a paintbrush and just brushed it on. And there's a ton of parts like that along the entire car that look like that, and to wet sand all of those and repaint them all would cost more than just repainting the fenders and all the black plastic pieces and doing the mirrors and things like that, especially this chrome bumper, which I really hate. The chrome grille, some people might like it, but I don't like it, and I want mine painted. Instead of getting everything paint matched and painted, we're gonna get it wrapped. So once one of those 2 things sell, I will be getting it wrapped. Comment down what you guys think I should do. I have 4 colors that I can do. I can either do red, white, black, or silver. Any of those variations of wraps I can do. I'm gonna try to not do any matte or satins. I don't really want to do that. I'm a detailer. I know how maintaining those go. Those are a lot more difficult to maintain than your average, gloss wraps. So I'm gonna try to do a gloss color, preferably with like a cool flake in it, just to make it stick out a little bit. But literally the entire car will be wrapped in that color. The only other thing I'm doing outside of a wrap would be Morimoto headlights and tail lights, because mine are looking a little busted. But other than that, that's pretty much it, man. Looks absolutely amazing. That wraps up this video. I appreciate y'all for watching. This is kind of like the first vlog-ish video that I've done. Let me know what you guys liked, what you guys didn't like, and I will try to make it better or keep some things the same for the next video. See you guys on the next one. Deuces.